Welcome back to Rise Long and welcome to another video. This time we're going to be talking about supplements. Now the supplements you need are very simple. It's creatine and protein. You can use other supplements if you need to, but you don't need anything more than that. Protein is a very simple reason for it. For some people it's hard to get enough protein through nutrition alone to get the protein requirements you guys need. Now that's about 0.8 to 1.2 per pound of body weight. That's it for the protein. That's what you need on a daily basis. Not any more than that. Some people do ×2, you don't need that. But I can understand that some people don't like to eat all that much and don't have the capability to eat all that much from the get-go. You guys need to build up to it. Food will always be the most important. Supplement is a supplement. It adds on to whatever you're doing with food and nutrition. Now, remember this, guys. Food will always be there. You need good quality food. If you don't have the protein requirements made, get a protein powder and use that. Now you guys also saw there's creatine right here. Now creatine has been one of the most researched supplement out there. It helps with a lot of things, brain function, muscle development. It does a lot of stuff. It even helps you with your joints because your muscles are stronger. Creatine is the second one. Now that's all you guys really need are just these two supplements. Now, I'm not sponsored by this. These are just the first two I ever took when I started out in this fitness journey. Now I gotta say, I did it all with food in the beginning and my results were amazing. Of course, they're newbie gains. It is just what it is. But once I started taking creatine, everything changed. There is no loading phase. There is no on and off phase. Creatine has been one of the most researched studies ever out there. Just take it year round, 5 grams a day. For some people, it might have to be 10 grams a day, depending on what kind of function you have, athlete-wise or stuff like that. But stay sure you stay with creatine 5 grams a day, which is plenty. Now in here, I have some BCAAs because I'm about to do a workout and I want to do a little rant before you guys, so got some BCAAs. Also, again, from Optimum Nutrition. It's not that I need to take this brand necessarily, but I grew up with this brand and they're finally in the stores now. Like I used to live in the US and it was great. Like you go to Walmart, look at all those supplements there. Here in Belgium, forget about it. It's just starting to rise up. Now there's a bunch of companies out there. I'm just going with the one that brings most of the nostalgic to me and what used to work for me back in the past. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a little thirsty. By the way, this new shaker, love it. Keeps it nice and cold. Don't know what the kind of thing they did there, but it's amazing. So, nutrition. We got the supplements down, that's it. That's as far as it goes, every time. Now protein, it doesn't matter when you take it, just make sure you take it when you need it. So if you weigh 180 pounds, you need 180 grams of protein per day. Now that's about it. I like to stay at 1. You can go a little higher if you need to, but no more than that. So let's divide and conquer a little bit. Say for breakfast, you have 3 boiled eggs, 50 to 100 grams of feta, I'll say 100 grams, and then about, let's say some cherry tomatoes. About 125 grams of cherry tomatoes, keep it nice and simple. Protein will be about 25 to 30 grams of protein just for that one meal, which will just be your breakfast. But for most people, that's already just 30 grams of breakfast. But most people just eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's not enough. You need some kind of in-between, and that's where a supplement can come in, or you can have some dairy products to replace that, or even not dairy products. Have like a little cracker with some chicken fillet on there, perfect. If you don't like chicken, use fish, same principle. There is also vegan proteins out there if you guys are vegan, but for this benefit, I'm not a vegan, I'm not gonna say that. Just use whatever you got. Now I like dairy products, it helps me, I'm not satiated by it, I'm also not bloated because of it, so dairy products are a way to go. If I know I'm gonna have a snack in the morning after my breakfast, I'm mostly gonna go for like a lighter kind of like dairy product, which mostly be like a kind of protein snack in a way. It's not gonna be a bar, it's mostly gonna be like a dairy product for like, how can I say this? Quark in a sense, I'm not quite sure if it's the right name for it, but that's what I'm gonna use. Just like those protein puddings that you guys can buy at the store now. This is great, new generation 2025, I love it. But not something that's slow digesting. You want something fast absorbing, because in about 2-3 hours, you're probably gonna have lunch. And lunch, you wanna make sure you have about 25 to 30 grams of protein again in your diet. So the snack should be about 15 to 25 grams of protein, which again will bring it up to 55. Let's make it 55s. And then you want to have somewhere between 25 and 30 grams for lunch as well. We're still not pretty high. We're only at 85 grams right now, and we're only at lunch. Now remember that's not high. Now after that, my second snack. There's gonna be a whole time before I can actually get to my dinner. I'm gonna have something that's very slow digesting. Very slow digesting will basically mean a cottage cheese, slow digesting proteins. Now remember that, cottage cheese, you don't just have to, oh, it's boring. You can put it on a cracker, you can put some blueberries on there, you can put some nuts on there. But remember, when you add nuts, it's gonna go higher in calories, and your carbs and fats are gonna go up as well. Now I'll break all that down separately, but we're now just talking about the protein needs you guys need, which is basically the most important part if you wanna grow some muscle and get better endurance. So really focus on it, okay guys? After that snack, we have dinner. Now, because of the snack, we're up again, let's say 20 grams, we're about 105, and now we still have dinner. Now dinner, I personally love to eat a little bit more protein. I want to go up to about 40 to 45 grams of protein with dinner and really get into it and have a lot of vegetables. I don't like to eat a lot of carbs during the evening because I'm not going to use it, unless I'm doing like a basketball workout or really getting some intensity training in, but that means that training is going to be like an hour and a half to 2 hours long, which you need the carbs for to be able to perform. Very important, but otherwise, I won't be eating it. And then for the evening, this is where the protein powder comes in. I realized I don't have enough protein in me, so I'm gonna have a shake. Now the shake helps just because it's low digesting, fast digesting, low in carbs, low in calories. It's just what I need to fit my macros. Now, I'm mostly gonna stick about 180 grams. That's around what I weigh right now, so you guys need about the same. If you're my height. If you're about 150, you only need 150. You don't need any more than that. If you're 220 pounds, take 220 pounds. And I'll be honest with you guys, if you guys are like a little bit more overweight, don't take 220 pounds. The goal for you guys who are a little bit more overweight, think of the weight that you should be at with muscle that keeps you lean. Say you're 220 and you're about 25 body percent, go to 190 for protein. Go a little bit lower because that's the goal you're going at. Otherwise, the excess protein is not gonna be utilized into your body. So that's a very important part. I hope this guy kind of explains the protein aspect of everything. This is gonna be an uncut video. It's gonna be something different for you guys. So again, creatine, protein, that's all you need. There are multivitamins out there you guys can use. I use the same thing. You guys can use it. But I'm already older. I'm 33 right now. I'm not this young buck, 21, recovering like this and quickly. Also, for some reason, I have a lot of muscle cramps very easily, and I need magnesium. Magnesium, 200 to 400 milligrams a day is plenty. Now, I would suggest for most people, 200 milligrams a day, just a little pill, just for the calf cramps or hamstring cramps. It will help tremendously. Try it out, guys. Hope this video was helpful. Welcome to Rise Along, and Rise Along with me.